The girl forcefully ripped open the rich woman's skirt. She posed in a seductive and charming manner, yet she remained completely indifferent. Just 5 minutes ago, she was still a conservative housewife, and had directly chosen the first client for her tonight. The girl's name was Mary. She was originally the wealthiest street worker in this area, but she wasn't just an ordinary sex worker, because she never considered that she was selling her body. Instead, she was offering love and comfort. So, when faced with scornful looks from others, she would choose to boldly call out to them, and use money as a temptation, pulling lonely and empty women into her world, making them temporary partners for her on this cold night. Despite all this, a woman who had seen countless men, still yearned for true love, until one day, having just rejected the advances of a rich heir, Mary found a homeless man downstairs, so she immediately urged him to leave, and find a warmer place. But the homeless man only asked for some change, so he could have a full meal the next morning. Yet such a small wish made Mary remember her difficult childhood, and she couldn't help but feel pity for this dirty man. The homeless man remained silent for a moment, without speaking. Mary understood his situation even more. After silently cursing herself for meddling, she invited the filthy man inside. The homeless man could hardly believe his ears, but for the sake of a good meal, he followed Mary back to her home. He devoured the food Mary had prepared for him, and drank the expensive bottle of red wine Mary offered. Mary even wanted him to take off his jacket, but he refused. He said that if he took it off, other homeless people would steal it. In that moment, the sorrow of being homeless was vividly displayed. But despite this, he still hadn't forgotten to ask Mary for some change. So when he was about to leave, Mary generously put a large bill into his pocket. The man was surprised but didn't refuse. Seeing how hungry and cold he was, Mary once again invited him to stay. The homeless man hesitated a bit, but thinking of the howling cold wind outside, he agreed to Mary's invitation, and curled up next to the heater. At this moment, the night outside was deep and dark, but the two of them, in the same room, couldn't settle their emotions. The feelings of anticipation and nervousness spread throughout the room. She knew that the alert man wasn't asleep, so, after waking him up, Mary nervously laid down, and told him she was a warm-hearted woman. After all, even though she worked in a special profession, Mary still always used gentle body language to give her clients the illusion of being loved. It wasn't until that night, when she met the homeless man who shared similar suffering, that she felt a long-lost flutter in her heart. In the flickering light, they finally melted into each other. But Mary wasn't willing to explain this feeling, so after it ended, she quickly put on her pajamas. The homeless man fell silent again, but what Mary said next shocked him even more. She said that she would give him all the money she earned. After all, that was an income of $1,000 a day, and if she worked hard enough, it could double. As long as he remembered her birthday, took her to ride the merry-go-round, then all of this would belong to him. She said this and, without thinking, that this man named Leno would definitely become a loving client. She personally prepared the bath water for Leno, and patiently cleaned the dirt from his body, until the next day, he rushed to the corner bakery at dawn, just to buy freshly baked bread for Leno. He was more afraid that Leno would leave while she wasn't looking, so he treated Leno as if he were a king, and thanked God for sending Leno to her. From that day on, Leno not only wore expensive suits, but also had a warm and comfortable little house. It seemed everything was going in a positive direction, but he was completely unaware that when a man has everything, his desires and ambitions will gradually swell. So he began weaving a web of sweet words for Mary, but after tasting the sweetness, he started looking for new targets, until he found the naive blonde girl. The girl immediately apologized, but Leno didn't hesitate and dragged her to the hotel. He directly took $2,000 from Mary's earnings, and handed it to her. He called her a fresh, juicy sweet orange, but was completely unaware that when you gaze into the abyss is gazing into you. The beautiful life that he and Mary had just started was about to be destroyed by the ever-burning fire of desire.